from 12th of February. We're going to start with the euro dollar, of course, as it is our favorite instrument over here in the office. Basically everything that's connected to the euro. Okay, so what we bounced off. This is a 15-minute chart, by the way. What we bounced off in the euro dollar is a traditional. Let's get rid of all the pre-made retracements. Is a traditional drawn from the 130 level to highs. We have previously looked at this retracement. It is beginning to look valid, especially with the bid width that we're getting right now in the euro. Of course, we have to further validate this retracement. What happened first was that we broke this morning. We broke the extension, which we were keeping since Friday, basically, which did not reach targets, which are just below the 50% of the larger long. As you can see, this level has been respected with probably just a pip dip in, and has been continuously retested to the downside. What happened is we broke the extension, which took us lower during the ECB meeting, and right now this thing is out of here, and we're not considering it. What we identified that we're currently holding as resistance, and as you can see, the euro dollar is flagging highs right now within the range. Having in mind it's also broken, the upper bound of the range, and as you can see, it's serving right now as support perfectly. What we've identified that is keeping us down, and we've talked about this several times. This is the first traditional halfway back that we had before the ECB meeting. It should not have been there, but that's another story. So basically, we kept it, retested twice, and the next in the series right now is trading with a front run of 2 pips, as you can see over here. We are, to be honest, we're looking at both sides right now. So scenarios are pretty clear. If we hold this thing, targets are up above. We got to break out of the short. First of all, short breaks at 1.35042. Once and if we get above this level, you're going to see the euro dollar just wipe the shorts. And targets are pretty well above it, the 1383. If not, well, near-term support is 129 level, and we're gonna have a good trend on our hands either side of the market. Of course, still looking for a resolution in this move. We can make a case that we held this 50% in the beginning of the move. Basically, this morning we held this 50% with a 4 pip front run. It's not a 4 pip front run. It's actually a 5, almost 6 pip front run, but still, we have not held the micro short from the top. It's broken, technically speaking. So right now we're a bit unconfirmed, but all we can say is that euro dollar is flagging the highs. Okay, guys, do you have any questions regarding the euro? Pretty clear. We've discussed it, a lot. Levels are pretty. We've been constantly talking about this. All I can say is that we have a lot of unfilled targets, and we've broken shorts in almost every euro cross. We're going to have a look at Euro GBP. Euro JPY has unfilled targets up above. We're going to have a look at also. Basically, it has unfilled targets up above the 120. Okay, something bad is happening. Somebody just said something. Okay. Okay. Yen just got slammed. Okay, guys, give me a sec. Somebody said something about the yen. Okay. Let's just see what's going on. Okay. G7 signaled concern about the yen. Okay, yeah, so unpleasant. All I have to say. Okay, the euro, we're going to be looking at this halfway back. This is what should provide support. If not, downside is pretty valid. Shorts are now free off the top. I just got taken out of both my USD JPY and my Euro JPY entries from the morning. Nothing I can do about it. This is reactionary bullshit. So, yeah, have in mind we're going down into a larger long level. I'm just gonna chart it up on my charts on the side, guys, and I'm talking to you. Okay, it's the USD JPY is trading a full halfway back right now. Anchor is 92,161. Two two highs. That's what's been given to us right now. George, can you please write the anchor in the chat? No, USD JPY. Because I'm not gonna be able to show it. Yeah, just draw the halfway back from where we held, and you're gonna have it. Your JPY pretty much the same thing. Receiving participation also from there. We'll see what's gonna happen. Those assholes, you know, with their bullshit. G20. Bunch of idiots just sitting around the table doing nothing. What should they be concerned about? Why don't they raise concerns about the U.S. dollar and about Bernanke spreading? Huh? Where's the concern about that? Where's the concern where the former chief of the Federal Reserve says they should print 30 trillion? Was it? Okay, right into long levels, guys. Pretty much untradeable this thing. But yeah, this move is gonna get faded. Just watch it. Euro dollar holds the 50 also. Basically, this was valid pullbacks for everyone. Not a good thing. Not good at all. Okay, let's go to Euro JPY directly then, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay. G20 just fucked us over a bit, you know, just a bit. Just waiting for my chart to backfill, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Huge participation on the 50% level. A lot of longs, you know, got executed over here. So in general, the yen right now, Euro JPY, what we are holding, and we broke shorts off, and you can see we just formed, you know, sort of a head and shoulders inverted. I don't know. Looks good. To be honest, this is a pullback. George, isn't this an inverted head and shoulders? With a pullback right now. I don't know. We'll have a look at it later. Okay, the anchor that we're trading right now in Euro JPY, and we receive participation off it, is a 121.31. We discussed this, you know, a lot of times. And the fact that we're using this lower high over here in Euro JPY is because we didn't reach the target of this thing. So basically, we needed a retracement over here. Algos weren't happy how, you know, basically the series was kept. It was kept in micros, you know, continued, didn't get same anchor new high. So basically right now we are getting it. Actually, we got it, you know, last week we got it. It was the same anchor new high. Broke shorts off this, and right now we got slammed a bit to the downside. but this thing looks looks as if it's gonna get faded. I don't know. And so what if G20 raises concerns? Well, the Japanese are gonna stop printing. They're gonna let their economy go into, you know, massive deflation, like deflationary. About the volatility. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so what we have officially is G7 official statement was misinterpreted. Statement signaled concern about excess moves in JPY. Okay, so someone just got their fill. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, guys. Any questions regarding JPY? Particularly Euro JPY. You can see how this thing is gonna get faded so badly. You see how it's holding the 50%. Fortunately, not an option for us right now. Very unfortunate. Okay, questions, guys? Anything unclear? Yes, Peter. I totally agree with you. Someone needs to get along. Someone, you know, retarded who didn't get their fill down and wanted to see the move. Now they're gonna see excessive moves to the upside. Okay, Rocky, I'm just gonna wait for you. Guys, I'm just quickly gonna run to the little boys' room. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I had 100 coffees in the morning. Okay, everything is trading halfway backs right now. Everything is trading halfway backs, and on top of everything, longs are free. That's the bullshit part of everything. At least in Euro dollar no, but both JPY crosses, longs are free, and this thing looks like it's gonna get faded. Okay, this is your JPY. I see no questions. Let's quickly move to USD JPY. Pretty much the same thing over there. Okay. Yep, this thing is gonna get faded like a motherfucker. Excuse my language, but that's what's gonna happen. Okay, this is it. Pretty like almost the same thing. Right now, what we should mention is that I don't think this is. Yeah, actually, it's an next daily long. The anchor that we're using for the Euro JPY for the USD JPY, it's not the previous one. It's pretty much this is the similar move we had in Euro JPY and USD JPY. But over here, the matter is that we basically are using the higher anchor because the algos have attached themselves to this, and they've proven to us that this is the anchor. It's a 90.250 to previous highs now because we have new highs from yesterday. That is the anchor we held. That's the 50% we held. Right now we're trading a full halfway back. Very typical for the yens. They like the traditionals. in the likely in the 15-minute measured move series. Yeah, all I have to say is I'm not gonna get filled on this thing. Actually, I don't have an entry, but I'm not gonna be able to trade it. Okay, so if we have to be accurate about this thing, this is our extension short, to be honest. And right now it's not dipped in still, but there is upside pressure. Yeah, we're gonna see. This thing is not gonna hold. Doesn't look proper. I don't want to go to the lower, but this is what you should have on your charts. I'm not gonna go to a smaller time frame. We'll see. Okay, guys. Any questions regarding USDJPY? Anything you guys want to mention, or you guys want to? It's sad, guys. We couldn't get into the move, but we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. We were in on the extensions. The fact of the matter is, we were free. We didn't lose any money on this bullshit. Right now, every retailer out there is first of all selling the lows, or who were long from yesterday. They're scratching their heads in there. You know, they don't know what's going on. They bought the highs, and right now this thing is doing this. Very unpleasant. Extremely unpleasant. Okay. Any questions? No questions? Moving to your GBP. Interesting. I like it a lot. Missed it again, but what's new? Okay, extension short still holding. Extension short still holding in the yen. So be a bit more careful. Okay, what we have, and I need to zoom out here quite a lot so you guys can see. What we have here in your GBP is the next daily long. I was discussing this in the morning with Simeon, and it's looking pretty good. Like, reaction is amazing, breaking of shorts. You know, this thing will probably go to new highs. Okay, so we had the first traditional drawn from the lows to highs over here, these highs. And basically, this is the last time we touched these 50%, this proper retracement, and went to target. So we use this anchor. It's the 0.81638. Approximately. You might have something different on your charts. The next daily long, we have the series over here. I'm not going to get into it because it has failed. So what you do is you draw your next daily long from basically the high of your traditional move, and you get the 0.84417. I looked at your GBP closely due to Rand's clock, because they said that some major bank sold the your GBP with target 0.82, which is basically the halfway back over here, and would stop 8619, which was just above the 61.8% line. I'm going to show you. Okay, so this was their target. This was the 82 was their target. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. 82 was the full halfway back. So somebody bet really serious money on Friday. This thing is going to go for a full halfway back, but they got surprised. This is in the rumor mill on Rand's clock. So actually, if we move into this thing, let me move in a bit. I don't know if you guys monitored this in the morning, but I was keeping a close eye on it. So what we have after the bounce, well, we established we're going to have a proper bounce. I told you the moment this short gets broken, so pretty violently broke it. So today we broke also full halfway back. So this does not. We could have a retracement to the downside now, so we can have a full halfway back long or something of the sort. Moment we broke over here, basically you can see that the 8.86136 almost the 19s, just 6 pips above, was the stop of this major bank. I don't know who those guys were, but this, supposedly was heavy selling. And my point is that this candle, which breached the first time, this one over here, I don't know if you can see it properly, uh, actually, it triggered something big because it moved sharply to the upside and then to the downside. It signaled, that somebody just took out properly. A lot of stops over here. So yeah, somebody got, canned in the morning. What we had and what I posted in the morning briefing for you guys um, was very awkward traditional move which we kept. It's this one. It was needed due to the fact extensions were getting really sloppy over here after we broke the short, the first halfway back short. This one, like this, this thing. So the moment we broke that, the series got a bit sloppy. So the algos decided, fuck it, we're just gonna take this anchor and use the traditional. So you can see what happened. Touched and screamed to the upside. Screamed to the upside. Okay, going back to a bit larger time frame, shorts are broken, so this is off the charts right now. I am going to ask George to have a very good look at this and maybe identify if there's a Garthy pattern over here. But okay, George is going to look into that. I'm going to ask him, to do the analysis for me. So what we might hold and what I think we're holding right now, yep, is this never traded in the morning because this pair kept this extension in the morning. This was the first in the series. I was expecting this thing, and that's why I got, it took me out basically. I got this reaction over here. I don't know if you can see the candle. Got free. After that, decided that it should, trade the stupid extension, if I can say so. I was on, way to work at that point to the office. That's why I missed it. So right now, algos for sure are going to trade this thing, and they are trading it right now. This is it, guys. This is for your GBP. If not, we are going to trade probably a full halfway back. I don't know. We'll see. This is the series right now. Any questions regarding Euro GBP? Guys, come on. You shorted Euro GBP, SK. Good on you, mate. I don't know what to say. I'm a bit, I don't want to short this thing right now. In the next daily long. Doesn't look good. Yep. Everybody has his opinions, bro. Hope you're making some cash. Are you riskless, by the way? SK? Are you riskless, buddy? Waiting for the move. Okay. Guys, just bear with me for a second. I just want to very quickly have a look at something. A micro time frame. I gotta go even to a lower time frame on the yens. Okay, beautiful reaction. On the 1 minute time frame, we're forming on the Euro JPY, we're forming a bearish pennant, which right now is starting to play out probably. It's in fruition. Okay. Guys, I'm looking at the micro time frame in Euro JPY. I'm not gonna pull it up. Just draw a traditional retracement on a 1 minute time frame from 125.073 to 125.955. Expected level of participation is the 125 5/14ths. Okay, okay, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna tease you guys with. Okay, 1 minute time frame. We want to see the first halfway back if it gets defended. If you're, could be, man. We saw, but the problem is I don't think we've broken the extension from above. Valid thing looks like this. This is broken. What is actually the first halfway back that we had here? Let's have a look. Nothing, man. Didn't reactionary move. Yeah. Okay, let's make a case. It's this low because this is the first time we held the 61.8% line, received participation. Let's make a case. Is this thing? Okay, we're perfectly holding the extension up until now. But we are receiving participation from the long also. This is 1 minute time frame, guys. 1 minute time frame. It's going to be interesting. We're going to a larger time frame, meaning that right now we're in 1 minute and going to the 15. If we break this thing, observe it. If we break the above the 126.061, we'll be able to maybe buy a pullback or something because this thing is holding. 125.188, the larger 50% is getting defended. Look at the reaction. Look at the candle, the 1 minute candle off of this level, man. Look at it. Does that look like a sell-off? Like a proper sell-off? Slams into the level, and after that reacts to the upside, and after that, boom. I don't know. It's just my observation. You make your own, thoughts on that one. But yeah, this is what you should be looking at a 1 minute time frame. System works also over here. You just got to be super fast. Only George can trade this time frame. And a couple of other 100 people probably. I don't know. I'm just joking. George likes. He's just a masochist. He likes this thing. Okay, guys, questions, please. Anything? Yeah, even it happened very fast. Seriously, like I don't want to be like the person that is with the conspiracy theories. But someone was under there, and in both JPYs they got filled properly. Like not someone. A lot of people were there. What about gold? Of course, why not? Let's have a look at that bloody instrument, which actually has has been doing something, because okay, waiting to get backfilled. Sorry, guys. Man, that was such a sweet entry. And you can be riskless and everything right now over here in the 50 under here JPY. Also, there's the case that algos have been waiting for this halfway back because the series in both JPYs is within halfway backs. And of course, we broke shorts in both of them, so could be the case algos were under there, and they were anticipating that at some point or another we're gonna trade this thing. We're holding the 50% long in the euro dollar, of course. Okay, George is gonna well, it's trading from a larger short, buddy, but George has a bullish bias, so it's a buy for him. Going. Yeah, we said we're not going to issue market buys anymore. But if, yeah. Okay, guys. I showed you what we're holding. Like we're holding the traditional halfway back in the euro dollar. Um, I'm not telling you to get in. I'm just saying that if you're with a bullish bias, your entry is right here with um, 5 pips stop loss. 6. No, how much is it? Can't see it properly. So buy level is right here, 134153. Stop loss is 134030. So yeah, actually that's a 61.8% line. So yeah, 5 pips stop loss will do. 5, 6. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, going to gold for the gold lovers. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna very quickly, major bullish level drawn from 125, 1 to 1526, to highs to the almost 800s, 1800s. We broke it, so this thing is gone, and we're just keeping it over here. Maybe if just to see if for some crazy reason the algos decide that or whoever decides that 1629 should be defended. Gold is like an instrument which retrades levels that are gone. So I have the habit of keeping old extensions and traditionals on the chart. What we've defended to the downside, the yen is going to the upside. Yeah, George is happy. He just bought it. Guys, we're gonna have a buy there. I promise you, we're gonna probably be able to get it. Now this thing is gonna slam. This move is gonna get faded. I told you guys, move is getting faded. I don't know if it's an elevator up, but it was just a freaking ass. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna look at it anymore. Okay. So yeah, this is what we had in gold, and this was what we've defended. 1754 to lows, to this low. The 1635 is the valid short, which we've retested twice. Once when we broke the level, then we started countermeasure moved over here to again to this 50. We had a very good reaction again, and guys, to be honest, despite the fact I'm gonna draw, you remember we talked about this, this traditional short, despite the fact that it dipped in over here, this thing basically is being defended properly. No candle close above it. Not that it's a rule of ours. It's just it's just gold. That's what gold does. Respects previous retracements. Heavy selling off this level. A lot of times, as you can see, retested a lot of times, but no resolution to the upside. So the downside right now is pretty much in the bag. And just I haven't been keeping proper track of this trend right now because we've been looking at other stuff. But all I can say is, just by looking at it, extension short, which has gone to target right now. So same anchor, new high. Participation level, we missed it. Shorts are free. Countermeasure move. In order to be highly technical, we'll say it's broken. So trading the same anchor, new low, 1662.91 is your anchor. It's this thing over here. Wants to target front run of 68 of dollar something, $1.50, and goes to target. Same anchor, new low, guys. Same front run, pretty much. Same front run. Okay, looking to the downside in gold generally. We're gonna probably in May, when the big short comes, we're gonna probably retest the major support level, I gotta, pull out the chart for you guys to be able to view this. Um, okay, guys, give me a moment. I want to have a look at my Euro GBP, Euro JPY chart, the 1 minute one. So we have a break of shorts officially. Shorts are gone. No on the Euro Yen. No, we have a break of shorts. And right now, I think we're trading an extension, George. Yeah, we are. I don't know. Should I buy this? Shouldn't I buy this? It's gonna looks annoying. Okay, dollar yen. Pretty sure it did. Yeah. Yep. Dollar yen broke also. So shorts are out of the house, guys. Shorts are out of the house. You're just gonna look for something valid over here. Jury, I think we're holding a micro extension from 125.808 to highs on a 1 minute time frame, of course. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm getting carried away, but it's not like we're in these moves and we're no, we are in the moves. I mean, we're just looking at it very carefully so we can enter the trend. Man, I can't stand it. I'm gonna buy your JPY right here. Guys, I'll be with you in a sec. Motherfucker. Okay, guys. I'm really sorry. Okay. I'm gonna look for it again. Okay. This will we have in gold. Any questions? Any questions on what we covered up until now? What we talked about? Okay, nothing. We talked about your GBP. We talked about almost all the things. Do you guys want me to take a look at something else? Anything? Okay. Euro yen probably going for a full halfway back after the break of shorts. Of course, this 1 minute time frame is just ridiculous. Yeah, in front of drag, it's not a good buy. Yeah, George is correct about that. George is correct about that. Doesn't matter. We, otherwise, it's a take. Yeah, we're gonna have an entry into the trend for sure. before Draghi could actually, yeah, slam the euro, which would be very unpleasant for the euro yen, having in mind what he did last time. Okay, guys. Anything you want me like to take a look at? Anything you prefer? Euro CHF? Yeah, sure, guys, no problem. Okay, Euro CHF. What we think about it? Okay, this I gotta get rid of this. A lot of things. What we identified in the beginning was that we were receiving participation of this extension because it was the first, valid high. It was just the break of the range over here. But then what we thought about is, well, just actually George, gave me the idea. Let's just, take the 120 anchor, because that's where, we know that S&B are sitting. So we take the 120, okay, approximately two highs. Guess what we have? It's a participation level. Got participated on quite a few times. If you were long the first time such, you would be riskless over here, to be honest. Also, I think in the second time, almost free. Of course, yeah. And today in the morning, it touched perfectly. Got a major participation. Unfortunately, I think it's holding a series of shorts. Once, twice. Okay, almost. And then again, it's reaching target. Same anchor new low. Yeah, so this is what we have on the short side. Of course, S&B are below us, so shorts are not that valid over here. So yeah, you have your traditional drawn from 120 to highs, and your long, and your short drawn from a 124,642 to lows, holding the 50% perfectly. So yeah, it's ranging between these two 50%. And we're gonna see. I don't know. Have no opinion on Euro CHF, guys. It's all up to S&B over here. And as far as I know, I don't have any relatives over there. Matthew, don't you have somebody in the S&B? Yeah, to get us some inside info. For those, yeah, Matthew, he's in the office. One of our subscribers, also a good friend now. So we just, making a little joke. And of course, he's from Switzerland. That's why I'm asking. Okay, guys. Is that Nartong Nartnog? Sorry, buddy. Was that sufficient for you? Was that explanatory? I tend to look at the big levels because smaller moves over here. This market actually is quite technical for a manipulated market. Highly manipulated, and of course verbally manipulated market. So yeah, is it like sufficient for you? Okay, it is. Anything else, guys? Anything else you would like me to cover? I'm wondering when they said SK, I'm going to look at when they said they were concerned about the volatility in the markets. Didn't they think that this is going to create volatility? What is I don't know. Idiots. Doesn't matter. Actually, it does, but Now I'm contradicting myself. The Aussie dollar, which is very annoying, extremely, if I should be correct. Okay, originally what we held in the Aussie is the extension drawn from 105.326 to this low, the 103.839. Since then, we respected it one more time. We had this over here, which was unclear pretty much. So we got an idea we were going to the downside the moment we basically held this thing properly at the 104.6. We broke the larger long. Right now, near-term support for us is the 101.789. If my graph is correct, I have something, in my mind. It's a 101.5, but I don't know. Probably this thing is right because it should be right. Yeah. Okay, 101.6. This is more like it. This is what I would like to see. The 101.676 approximately. Okay, let's get into the series because I think this is what you're interested in, guys. Okay. I'm very unhappy with me personally with the Aussie because we had a series of traditionals which held same anchor new low over here. So we went down into extensions. So we held once, twice, and went to target. So and the third time we held this extension. We had the good news from the bid. Basically, the good news from China. That was last week, I presume. And we failed the extension. As you can see, it reacted off the profit target of the extension. This is happening way too often now. Seems like profit targets, start to weigh a lot in this market. Very interesting. Over here we have two profit targets aligning. George, are you doing that? Who's doing the noise? Okay, sorry, I'm getting a bit carried away today. Yeah, so what the Aussie did is hold not the whole thing, but the first 50% we had. And as you can see, it did not respect properly the 50. It respected the, to the pip. It respected the 103.488, which is the profit target of our first extension. Very strange. I don't know. Maybe algos have started looking at this thing now. This is new for me. I don't know. Maybe Steven can comment on that. Steven, are you do you have any observation on the matter of this thing? Is it normal for algos to keep on because in the right now the euro dollar, if you have a look at it, it's not reacting off the 50 perfectly. It's reacting off the 134.572 level that we spoke about early in the morning. Okay, we have once over here. Looks it to be twice. This thing is broken now. So we will have this, and we are having it right now. It's trying to get participated on, and it will be interesting to see the full halfway back also. Actually, But yeah, if the series is broken, probably we're gonna have the full halfway back. I don't know. I think it's a full halfway back. That's what I would stick to. I would be very careful, SK, with this thing right now because it's not trading very technically. We can track the series, but it's very difficult for limit orders. George says the ambush longest trading in euro yen and dollar yen. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they get participated on. Okay, I don't like this. Aussie's getting a bid again, and other things are, like our yen crosses and the euro. They look a bit, no support over there. This thing is beginning to annoy me. So whenever this Aussie starts getting support, the euro is gonna, get slammed. But we'll see. Still keeping shorts, yeah, very important. Still keeping shorts in the Aussie. Near-term support, 1016. Yeah, I gotta. Okay, guys, any questions? SK, clear enough? Well, Rocky, yeah, I think if the Aussie starts a correction, the USD will, I think it's going to go down. And the bullish case for USD right now, it's not very strong, We'll see. We need a break for shorts. We're gonna get an idea when we have a break for shorts. Pity for my Euro JPY, my USD JPY trades. George says ambush longs got free. Of course, that's on a micro time frame. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, guys. Anything else you guys want? Anything you guys feel like covering? Feel like talking about? George will have a look at it now. Inverted head and shoulders?
No, there is no capture, but it's far from completion. You can check this point in the solution.
It's far from completion. What George is saying? Let me. Oh yeah, now I see what you mean. Yeah, well, could be failure to break out of new highs. Will definitely confirm this thing. Okay, guys. Any more questions? Anything else you would like me to talk about? Maria? You guys don't mind if I light up?
A very respectable trader responsibility to go again is very similar that we should not be plastic.
Basically, we're getting a what George is saying, we're getting a fractal. Basically, it's a repetition of what we did last week in use JPY. He's gonna post a chart, I presume, at some point. We have it in the chat for all the subscribers, guys. Have a look at the link. Maria, you're in a 125.55 EG long with tight stop loss. 125.555. Well, all I can say is I told you the low you should be looking at, and validation of the halfway back long in your JPY is a 125.495. No problem. Okay, guys, if you don't have any more questions, I am going to end the recording.